guys, back with another instructional. So excited. This is so fun. Like, this is the funnest project. These are the stationery cards, and what stationery cards are is layered texture with elements. If you need to clear your head, relax, want to do some stash, this is the funnest project. And you can do them as big as you want, as small as you want, any way you want to do them. Like tags, however you want to do these. I'm just showing you the context on the layering of different papers to give it a stationary effect. And these would be so cute inside of junk journal pockets or for pages. You can put them right on top of pages. Like, they're so cute. And they're so relaxing and fun. Um, I'm going to first show you what I actually need, what I'm using for today, which is very simple. I'm using a hole puncher. I get the little tiny one, like the little itty bitty tiny, okay? I'm using a glue pen. I'm using glitter glue, okay? A pair of scissors in case I need to trim. Little risers. You see them? Little risers. You can buy these 4, 6 pack on Temu or AliExpress for like $1 something. And one more thing. Card rounder. And I'm going to use this one right here, the 7mm. Okay? That's all I'm using for this project, for tools. That's how great this is. These are great for stash. A stash month, or if you want to build your stash, this gives you inspiration to build your stash according to stationery cards, which I'll show you that I have a whole basket of that I just pull from to make these. I have it all set up to where sometimes I just need to relax, or I'm tired, or I just want to get some more inspiration, so I'll do some of these stationery cards. And some of them are as little as this. I do tags this size, but these are great because they're flexible to use inside your actual page pockets. You know, you make pockets inside your pages. They slide right in, but also as junk journal book toppers, like right on top of your front of your book, or right on a page. Like, you literally just glue the back right onto the page. So to have these for stash is incredible, and they're so fun, and they're so easy. Let's get started. I'm going to do 6 of these because of the different colors, the different textures, and the different things that are on them. You can go from urban to cottage to rustic to vintage to shabby to anything. So I wanted to show you the differences on what I pull to create them. But a stationery card is all about taking all your different, like, really cool paper scraps that you have sitting around, whether it be transparent, whether it be circles, squares, shapes, frames, little scrap pieces like this, torn up pieces of paper, right? And creating these incredible stationery cards. There's going to be a few elements for on top, but otherwise it's pretty much what it is. It's all stationery. As I go along, I'll show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create this one slowly for you so you can see, and talk about the different pieces that I have in the backup stuff that I use. And then once I'm done with this card and I've shown you like what my backstash is for these, I'll go ahead and have Tammy play some music and work through these cards pretty quickly, otherwise, because we don't really have 2 hours, so that you can see the different textures and context depending on what design way you're going, shabby, urban, however. It'll give you the inspiration and the ideas. And you can watch how I layer them and add risers. I'm going to start with this green one first. But first, let me show you some pieces that I pre-make out of other scraps to put in a basket just for these stationery cards. Because I do these a lot. I'm going to slide this over, and I'm just going to get out the basket. Okay, just to kind of go through to see, to show you. Like, look at all the little scraps in here. Sticker scraps. These are all paper, but they're sticker. Okay. So I collect these and have them in this little thing just to grab. And then my little packaging of textured backing in every color. The textured backing. Now, if you have a die cut machine, that's how you stash these. With a die cut machine. I do have some, excuse me, that I have for my die cuts because I do mixed media. But I save these just for this particular reason because they're tiny. They're tiny and they're all cut and they're perfect. And I think I got these on Ally or Temu for, I don't know, maybe $1.60 or something. Yeah. And they come in all colors. In here, it's all different colors. They're all stashed in here. Here's all my black and white that I've saved. Different little tags, labels, tickets, papers, frames, all different kinds of stuff. Transparent sheets, circles. Okay? And then I've pre-made a bunch of these little cotton paper stamps. So I just stamped on all these different little things for element toppers. You'll see that in part of this video. And then you've got another black and white stuff that just has like background frames, and I save all these. And then these are like little sticker vintage tapes that I use to go over like dried flowers. I tape it right over the stem of a dried flower. You'll also see that in this video. And then some really cool transparent different colored papers to add just for a little texture and color. And then I took a bunch of sticker flowers and put them on the cotton paper as well to have those ready for me. This is all like floral and leaf and yeah. And then just circles, a bunch of different circles with some transparency behind it. And then a bunch of die cut little flowers. And then paper scraps with like words on them. And then this is like my little paper stash. It has like different colored papers and stuff in it. Like I just pulled a green. You can see all the different colored papers in it that I use just to grab to make them. And I just save them right in here. So if I feel like making some, it's ready. It's in there. That's just some extra cotton paper with some little bags. There's some more of the black and white and gray and tan. These are little stamped canvas. It's fabric with the little stamps on them that have words. These are pretty cool. Some more cardboard flowers. Some more little trinkets, like little clear stamps, and just more texture, right? Texture and trim and holes punched out and, you know, things like that. Circles. There's some extra tags I got in here. And then this looks like texture, but it's actually sticker. So it'll give it the effect of texture, but these are all stickers that look like texture. So that makes it even easier for me, especially when I'm collaging. Because when you put rice paper glue over it, you don't even know that it's a sticker because it blends into the collage. Some paper. Bunches of little hooks and pins and vintage, for clip-on to make it look like you got it clipped on. Or you can use the hard cards like I'm using in this one. Some little border, they're like border stickers with all different kinds of texture on them. It's like buttons, wax seals, sewing, on them, rope. Okay, some extra little cards, fillers, some mulberry paper. There's the cards. Here's some more. This is the hard cards that I'm using today. The hard cards, those little clips. For stationery, these are perfect. Some other little cards to add in with words and texture and shapes. You'll see these a lot in this one. And these are photo stickers. They're very cool. They also have transparent in here. So these are very cool on the front, just clipped on. Put it on my hand so you can see. Very soft. So if you're doing like a white and cream stationery card, this will be really cute clipped on with a little paper clip or even one of the little sticker clips like I showed you. Yeah, these are very cool to have because it softens it. Makes them look like for shabby. Makes them a little softer. And then I pre-make all these little cards, and they're very cool. And this is off of just a pet tape sticker roll. And I make all these for a front clip-on for the stationery. These are all just pre-made up. But I use these in junk journals. I use these on pages. I use these a lot. A lot. And all it is rolls of pet tape. And I take out what I want and I create these cards with them. Upside down, but you get the drift. Different colors, different stickers. Yeah. So I make up these cards. And this is just another one with the floral. It's the other ones I made. Those look really cool up front. See with the little... Yeah, you can take it and actually use a bigger one and put it on the page. There's little ones. And then I use these like little card frames and excess texture paper. It's just texture paper. I use it for shabby to soften it. These are from my die cut machine. All in here. And then I took and I stamp little words and phrases, which you'll see out of this, on this. Little tiny ones to stick on the cotton paper. And then this is masking. This is a masking tape or art tape stuck on a book page and ripped off. That's what these are for background. And then a bunch of bits and bobs, wax seals, just little bits and bobs of stuff that I thought would be cool to have on them. And then some more little texture. You can see the texture. Because it's about paper, layering, and different textures. There's little frames and textures. These are from my die cut machine. This actually is the leftover residual of the stamps that I made. And Chelsea does my print and cut and my die cut machine, and I have her save all the scraps for me to go through. So these come in handy. Instead of throwing them away, I just saved them. But they actually had a stamp inside of it that I used, and I saved this for outside framing. You can put texture behind it or whatever you want, a picture. Some more stickers, some more stamped pieces of cotton. I think there's stickers on there too. Some bows. And these are all different types of cards. Like it's paper though, but it looks like cards. Like label paper. These I get on Pinkaway, and I buy them like 6 different packs for like $3. And the 6 different packs is all different, whole little stationery, like tablets, like little peel off tablets. Like they come in like a big tablet, and you just peel it off like that. So most of these come in those. They have really different, really cool designs and stuff on them for you to use for backgrounds. I love them. But this is off of Pinkaway. And like I said, you get them in like a 6-pack of different ones. For like $3, $5, yeah. And then some word. This came out of my favorite books. These little note things. And they look like this. And I think this was Timu and Allie. And they're these books. I love them. Because they have like little words in them. Normally I punch holes in them. You know, like a 3-ring hole or just for the effect. But that's what all these are back here. These ones. That one too. And that's more of the Pinkaway. Just all different kinds of cards. To add, or papers I should say. They're really not cards. Okay, that's that. And then here's some more little frames and circles and, you know. And then here's some little labels and little pieces that are unique that I thought would be cute attached, especially when I do urban. These look really cute, and you'll see one. These look really cute on it. And then little bits and bobs, little buttons, little clips, labels, bows, just little bits and bobs. And then this one has like stick pins, and these are stickers. Stick pins, paper clips, nails, bobby pins, screws, old pins like that. Very cool. And then more of the little sticker clipboard, pegboard. What are those called? Tell me what those are called. I forget. Put it in the comment, because I forget what those are called. And then little ones with words on them. Just little pieces with words, something that says on them. And then some little background pages, neutral for writing, for background writing. Some circles I made. It's got a little coffee cup on it and a little flower. Just, that's from my circle punch. Okay. And that's just scraps, and then some mushrooms. That helps you. That's kind of what my little stash here is. And this is, I just pull this out for stationery when I want to make stationery cards. I have them all in here. And this is a stash builder. So if you want to build stash a day, you know, for a day, you want to take a day and build yourself some stash, this is a great basket to have. You know, just a stash basket ready just to put these stationery cards together. And it just sits in this little basket, and I just grab it. That's what I do. There's sometimes I'll come up here in front or go back in one of my cabinets and get some more little elements and fill it if I have an idea or something. And then I'll just get in a little envelope and put the elements in it. But for the most part, this is, yes, I put my scraps in here for when I want to do these type of cards. Let me start on this one. Let's do the green one first, and then I'll go with blue, and then purple, and then a pink, and then a brown, and then a black. Okay? So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the background on. I'm going to put the background that I chose on first before I start the layering. Remember, You don't have to do floral. You don't have, you do what you do you. Whatever comes to you in your creative space. You know? This is just to show you the different types of colors, textures, and how you blend them together. And all the layering on them. Because there's a lot of layering on stationery cards. And what else this benefits you? I mean, another way this benefits you is this is a jump start for beginners who are afraid to collage. This is like the greatest thing for you to start on. If you want to start learning how to collage, especially for junk journaling, or if you have, like in my Midoris, you'll see all the videos where I do collaging, where I do all the collaging. It'll show you and teach you how to do it. It just automatically, it's like riding a bicycle, right? How to start collaging. And this is a Midori, how you collage in it. You can collage in these. And they come like right out of this. They come right out of here. So you pull this and I decorate the front, and this is a giveaway. This whole book that I've done, this whole entire one, through different seasons, I've literally pulled it out and designed the front and put a thank you with some raspberries on it, and this is a giveaway off our channel. Yeah. So you can see that Valentine's was done in here. Yeah. So this helps you start actually the Midori collaging part too. This will really help get you comfortable with the collaging and the textures. So just to let you know that. And I have about 5 Midoris going up here at the same time. You don't have to just use one. And they're travel. Those are travels. You buy them in like 6-pack. Like, let me show you. The travels, they come in, these guys right here, they come in, it's like this, and they come in 6-packs, 5-packs on Ali or Temu for like $6 or $4 sometimes. Yeah. And you can get them in blank, dot, graft. Yes. All different kinds. Depends on whatever you want. And then this cover, it's always saved. It lasts forever, and you just slide them in. You just literally slide them inside the band, and you can do as many as you want in here. I do one at a time because look how thick mine gets. Mine gets thick because I put a bunch of goodies in it, right? I put pockets in it. There's an Easter one coming up. Easter's coming up. I put pockets in mine, and this is a pocket. This is a fabric pocket right here. Yeah. So that's just to give you an idea of the travels. I have a Grunge Bunny video coming out for Easter. I made a Grunge Bunny travel, and that's from one of these books. And I show you how to actually break it down and use it for an actual travel junk journal. So it's really cool. So I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you that information. So here, back on the green. So I started with the background, and then I'm going to add a little bit of depth. I'm not going to use risers yet. I'm just going to add depth. Right? So I'm just going to put this on where I want it. See, I want to show a little piece of everything, right? They're so fun, you guys, and they're so easy to make. I'm telling you. And it's just layering. It's just all about layering. I think this was part of a piece of packaging. Seriously. Okay, so that's my base. That simple. And then I'm going to go and now I'm going to bring everything up and out that I want to have on here to give it the design. So first I'll add this guy, and I think this is a sticker. And this is a label sticker. And it goes like this. Okay, I got that. And then I want to put some texture, right? So let's do some texture. I got to be gentle with this because they'll rip. They're so delicate. So let's go ahead and put some texture on there. And I'll bring it up so you can see it. So you have texture, texture, okay. And then I want to put something in this corner up here. I just took 3 little pieces of scraps from that little envelope and stapled them together. Kind of like a cluster, yeah? And I'm going to put that up here in this corner. Like so. And then I'm going to put a flower on it. And here's where the glitter glue comes in. And I'm going to put it right next to the staple. There goes the glue again. And I just took the die cut flowers that I showed you and I layered them. See the different layers? I just layered them. I'm going to stick that right on there. And then I want a button on it. So I'm just going to put a little button on it. Like so. And then this is my main visual. Get it up close so you can see it. It's one of those cards. And I pulled out a rusty clip. And I'm going to clip it on it for the effect, okay? So let's just clip it right on it for the effect. Just like that. But then I'm going to glue it down right here. Okay? We want it right about, because we want to see everything, right? We want it right about there. This way you can still see the transparency, you can still see everything. Okay, just like that. And then I want to add a dried flower. So I'm just going to stream right down here, just some glitter glue. Okay. And then a little bit of push glue, just to get it to lay. And I'll put this one down first. Remember, the glitter glue dries clear. There's going to be something on top of that right there. Here's the other one. I don't want this end like right here, so I'm going to clip that off. And I'm going to lay this down right on top of it. Okay. Like so. And then I'm going to take this little sticker, looks like a piece of tape. And I'm going to, just make that dirty. And I'm going to make it look like it's taped on. So I'm going to take it here, and then I'm going to bend fold it, and then bend fold it, like so. I'll bring it up so you can see it. Made a little pocket for it. And then I have right here a little butterfly. And it has, I layered it, I should have showed you, but I layered it there's 3 layers on it. I'm going to hold that down for a minute. But there's literally 3 different layers to the butterfly opened up. And then, last but not least, the little word I picked. Oops. So there's a stationery card. Here's your first one. So texture, 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 a clip for an element, the flowers for an element, a button, a word, your focal point. That's the first one. Get a little closer. See? Super easy, super fun. Now, see how it's squared off and the card's round? So that's when I turn it over and I go around the card. You can take the card puncher too, but I was too busy talking and didn't think about it to punch the corner before I put the goodies on. But with the goodies on, which I'll do when I'm working on the other ones, you'll see how I use it. With the goodies on, you can't, the hole puncher won't go in. Get this one. So I'm just circling the, making them, rounding the corners. There you go. But normally, see, it won't fit. It won't fit in the hole because I put the goodies on when I was talking. But like it'll slide into this one. Slides right into that one. So I just go around with the scissors and round the corners from behind. So there's the green one. I'll do one more and then stop talking and just work through the other cards so you can see all of them get done in the time that we have. Because Tammy can like speed up, slow down, you know, that kind of thing. Because it's repetitive kind of, you know what I mean? But that's what's so great about it. So here's the blue. And this is texture. You can see it. And this is texture. You can see it. This is texture. Okay. So we'll do one more straight through because I interrupted you a couple times on the last one. just so you can see how easy it is to put together without being distracted in talk time, you know, like real time. I love these glue pens so much. They're refillable. The glue pens are refillable. If I remember, I'll show you. I love them. So there's my base. So texture, texture, texture. Okay. And then hard card. More texture. And you don't have to have hard card. You can have just some other kind of texture, or even paper that looks like texture. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you show all the different layers, the different pieces. So just come down or off a little bit, off center. This is that transparent blue. I don't know if I want to have all of it, just much of it. This glue is so sticky, I'm telling you. So we're going to off center just so I can get these layers. Just like that. So you're still seeing every little layer, right? Now we're going to start covering up pieces. So this is you can even do a half cut on this. I'll show you. Just to save it so you don't use it all. You can literally just do a half cut on it. You're still getting every piece of layer, but you're starting to cover it up now. That one. Now I have to put this right because it's going under a frame. Now this is another piece that's good to rise if you want to rise it to, like, you know, put flowers, kind of tuck anything you want under it. So there's another layer of texture. These are those little sticker piece scraps. Let me get that closer to you. Okay. This is a roll of washi. It's actual washi tape. And I cut it down to sizes and put it in these little envelopes. Like, let me see if I can find them. Like this. But they're actually rolls of washi tape that I cut down. Washi tape. So I can glue it on, like right here, or I can peel it on. Because it's literally washi tape. It depends on how transparent, right, you want your washi tape. See how it peels off? Well, I'll get it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Let's try this side. There it is. Same thing. Hold on. I don't know why these come off so easy. I don't know why it's giving me. There it goes. Let me take that off. Okay. See how they're in strips? Yeah. It's in strips. So every piece is its own. So you can either peel it, you know what I mean, and line it up, or you can cut it like I'm doing here. Getting that off my finger. It's definitely sticky washi tape. And then let me turn that down because I took the pieces off the edges. So I'm just going to glue this on, right? Doesn't need a lot. Gotta make sure I get everything. There we go. Okay. And then the fun stuff. Here's our texture. So I'm going to rub through this gently, right? Because this rips easy. And then I'm going to show you how I layered the flowers. So it goes a dot, and then I turn it opposite of what's on the bottom, and then I do a dot, and then I turn it again, so every piece shows when you bend it up. And then these two guys are the same for fullness. So one will go like that, and then one will go the other way, like that. Okay. And then I give it a second to dry. So let's give it a second to dry, and I'll do the butterfly. Same thing with the butterfly layers, but I only do the little middle part. Well, let me clean that. I only do the little tiny middle part right here. And then I'm going to put the darker color next. Feels like there's two on here. Is there two? Nope, just thicker cardstock I used. These are for my die cut machine. And then I'm going to, so this one went up just a tad bit. I put it up just a tad. This is going to come down just a tad. Okay. And then we just lift, right? Gonna leave the middle, you leave the middle one and you just lift the top and then take and drop the bottom. That's how you get your 3. So I'm going to lift the top and drop the bottom. So when you go to put it on, you can see all its wings, and then it's ready to be put on. Now same with the flowers. I'm going to go around and just lift all the different layers up. And separate them. So it's 3 and 4 dimensional, like so. And that's ready to go on. But first, let's put our main piece on here. So there's one of the hard card little clippy thingies, stationery clippy thingies, and then I chose this card. Okay, so it looks like it's just pinned on there, and you can just pin it on. You can literally just pin it on just like this. Just like that, because it's sticky. We'll do that. We'll just leave it like that. And then let me go ahead and glue this little flower on up here. And then the butterfly. It's so delicate. So butterfly, yeah? The button for the... I just chose buttons for this project. I just grabbed a little handful of them. But you can put anything in the middle. Pearls, metal, hearts, crystals, you know, whatever you want to put. And then the little word, right? We need the little word. I wanted mine to have little words on them. And I think I will put it right here. Now, see how it's rised up? That's where a riser comes in. So I'll grab a riser. And since I already have it on, I'm going to turn it upside down. Take off the bottom. Okay. Turn it upside down. Just like that. Now it's literally supported. I could have put this on a riser, this on a riser, this on a riser. So there you go, guys. There's the blue. So scrap, texture, those little sticker thingies, frame, texture, background, texture, your focal point. This is actually a focal point too. Your elements and your word. This is texture too. It's mulberry paper. Oops. There you go. So that's the blue and that's the green. So with that being said, I did these two. Now you can watch me work and kick these next 4 out really quick so you can see all of them. And I made some extra ones, so if you stay to the end, you'll see the extra ones that I made. I'm going to go ahead and go silent on here.
could be sweet. Dare to honestly see living at ease, not ego and greed. Is it worth feeling right over a piece we're upside down? Fighting so blind, logging on it could be. If we lived in the power of now, it could be sweet. If we lived in the power of now, it could be. My heart it aches, but goodness will win, valuing life, equal love for all, fueling your life slowly. We're shifting the air, energy charge, stay firm and kind. It could be. If we lived in the power of now, it could be sweet. If we lived in the power of now, it could be. If we lived in the power of now, it could be sweet. It could be sweet. It could be. It could be sweet. It could be sweet. I will be the last to leave. I won't say a word, just let you breathe. I won't make a sound, I won't slow you down. I knew we were on borrowed time, just a passing streak, nothing you would keep. I fell in too deep, and as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving in September, when red and gold paint the sky. And as far as though maybe I pretended, oh, I wish it never ended. I held on with all my might, still waiting on that last goodbye. See you standing by the door, watching the leaves as they fall once more. In the silence we made, I couldn't find the words to say. They linger in my mind. Oh, I wished you'd stay. Oh, I wished you'd stay. And as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving September, when red and gold paint the sky. And as far as I thought maybe I pretended, oh, I wish it never ended. I held on with all my might, still waiting on the last goodbye. Last goodbye. Last goodbye. Last goodbye. And as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving in September, when red and gold paint the sky. And as far as I thought maybe I pretended, oh, I wish it never ended. I held on with all my might, still waiting on the last goodbye.
You jumped over the creek and you stuck it. You're able and focused. Whatever has your mind gets a sharpened edge. What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? Whoever's at the wheel keeps on turning, but you stood up, you lasted. You climbed out of the truck when you crashed it. What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? find yourself alive where you landed, and together we're banded. But there is only one who can answer this. What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power? What will you do with your power?
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so here's all the cards. There's the last one. Go backwards. The brown. The pink. This is shabby. This is the shabby decor. So urban, vintage, shabby. This is slightly shabby, but it's more cottage, Providence. Eclectic blue. And then the green. Which is, like floral, greenery. It's called something. Comment me. Begins with a B. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Comment and tell me what the word is. I know it begins with a B. I just can't think of it. I'm so sorry. And then here's the extra I promised you. Urban. Another urban. And two more vintage. Neutral. These are all neutral for me to stick in anywhere, really. So, there you guys go. How fun are these, right? These are so much fun, so easy, and look at all these I just did. Really fast. So, great way to build your stash. And you remember, you can make these any size. They don't have to be this size. You can make them ATCs, envelope size, tag size, any size you want. These are actually considered card size. These literally will fit in 6x9 slide pocket junk journal. That's why I make them. Or they fit perfectly on the page, just like that. Boom, glue it. Mixed media, they're fun to start collaging with, to step out and learn how to start collaging. Grab yourself a stack of the travel journals and just play. Because this is so fun, so relaxing, stress-free. Take your scraps and build your stash. So Thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping you're loving these instructionals. Um, Remember to like, subscribe, and comment me. Do you love them? Do you want to make them? Which one's your favorite? What's the word of this? Because I forgot. Say hi to Tammy and Chelsea. And please subscribe because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to get our join community button so we can have the giveaways on all the art. Because everything I make here is art from the heart program, and we give it away to you guys in drawings. And there's a bunch of printables up there, and instructional printables are going up. Um, how to color paint water dolls. I mean, there's just so many things. We cannot wait until we get our community button. But we have to have 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, and that's our goal right now because we're a new channel. We're a new channel of 3, my sister Tammy, my daughter Chelsea, and I. My name is Susie. I'm the artist. My sister Tammy, she's the great producer that you see producing all of these, making magic out of whatever I create. And Chelsea's behind the scenes, all the analytics and digital. So thank you for joining us. Raspberry, paper, scissors. Hit your notification bell and they'll pop right up for you. I do 9 different genres of art, but I'm basically an ASMR artist. I explain that in a few other instructional videos. But I'm so thankful that you're here watching us. If you're new, thanks for joining. Thanks for checking in. If you've been following me, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love you. And I'm going to bring you more. Comment. What do you want to see? I do 9 different genres of art. So let me know. Go on our playlist. Our playlist, I know we're a new channel, but we post every day. And in the beginning, we posted 3 a day of all the different, across all the genres. Mixed media, ASMR, collaging, junk journaling, junk journal books, ephemera, all kinds of stuff. So check us out and have fun. And I'm going to see you soon on the next instructional because I'm loving this. Thanks for asking for it. Bye.
Ooh, pretty.